Hello everybody, it's Mr. Corle. Today I'm going to be walking you through the steps to access our Tinkercad tutorials, what we can do to export those tutorials, how you can share them, and then how we can print them. So, to start, whenever you want to access one of our Tinkercad tutorials, you are simply going to go to tinkercad.com. I do have that link available to you on our Google Classroom, or you can simply type it in. Whenever you go to Tinkercad, it is going to bring you to your home screen, which should look something like this. Then, to gain access to our tutorials, on the left side over here, you are going to see where it says tutorials. You're simply going to select that. These are all of the tutorials that you may have worked on previously. If you have not worked on any tutorials, or if you need to find a new one that we have been working on in our class, you're going to go to the top right where it says all tutorials. Now, there are multiple different types of guides and things that Tinkercad can provide to you. In my courses, we will always be working with the 3D designs, so you can select all 3D designs. Here is where you can scroll through and find either a specific tutorial that I may be asking you to complete, or if I am having you work on one of our free projects where you get to choose, you can scroll through any of these options. Learn the basics is normally where I recommend that our 6th graders start. It is where you will learn the basic functions and how Tinkercad kind of works. And then essentially the further you scroll down, the more complicated our projects get. So if you're a little bit more comfortable with the basics, you've already completed all these guides, maybe you want to go into the beginner projects, you've already completed some of these, you're feeling pretty good, you can go into the intermediate, the high schoolers, get into some of our advanced projects. But whenever you are ready, you simply select one. I'm going to pick one that I have not yet opened up before. So for example, I have never done the cylinder earrings, and you would simply press start. Now, when you're on these tutorials, it will have all the directions over here available to you on the left. You simply click through them. I do not recommend that you click through until you've actually completed each individual piece. I am not going to complete this whole tutorial here for you right now. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to our homepage. I'm going to show you how to open up a tutorial that you've worked on previously. So, for example, in one of my previous classes, we worked on making this phone amplifier. If you have this phone amplifier and you are completely done, whenever you're done with your tutorial, what I want you to do, I want you to select the export option at the top right, and you are going to select STL. Our STL files is what 3D printers can read, so if you would like to print your file, you're going to select this option. It is going to create a download of whatever the name of your file is. The name of our files are typically going to be the name of your tutorial. If you would like, you can change it. Sometimes I come in here and I add my last name to it, my first initial, some way that way I know that it's mine. Now, you've completed your tutorial, you've downloaded it, you've exported it, your computer just downloaded the file. What you are going to do next is you are going to go into Bamboo Lab Studios. This is the software that our 3D printers run on. Whenever you're in this software, you are going to click the Add option at the top. You should find whatever file you just downloaded. You can see here I have a couple of these. I am going to select this is the one that I just made, and it should open up and put itself on the print bed. A couple things that I want you to make sure you have done before we print our files is, sometimes whenever you open up Bamboo Labs, you'll see it starts over here on this quality screen. I want you to select support, and we want to make sure this is enabled. It might take a second. Whenever you do it, it's automatically applying them, because I like us to work with the tree automatic supports. The normal supports are fine. The manual supports can be a little bit tricky, and Bamboo Lab does a really good job of working and to automatically put supports in. When you believe your file is ready, you will click Slice Plate.
This just prepares the file, so it will again do this for you. It's sending this to the printer. It's making sure that it knows what it can do. And then whenever the file is ready,
you can select Print Plate.
Right here in this option,
Now,
you will
right
select
here in
which
this option, you will select which printer
Make
you
sure
want to send it to. Make sure you select the
something
printer that
already
does
being
not have
printed on it.
something already being printed on it. Make sure go over and actually look to see that the
and
printer
then you
bed
can
is
select
empty,
which
and
color
then you can
filament
select
you would like
which color filament you would like your print to be run in.